Yeah. And what's frustrating too, though, is in this day and age, though, it almost doesn't matter what you do. Nothing is good enough for people. Nothing. And actually, the perfect example I think comes to mind is Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was like America's sweetheart and everybody loves her and she's so amazing and her shows sell out like crazy and anything she touches, she influences and it makes money like the NFL or record sales or anything. And then I started seeing things like, oh, Taylor Swift's carbon footprint with her private jets and using the jet all the time. And they were going after her for that. And then it was, oh, Taylor Swift might vote for someone else. And now we got to boycott because we don't like who she votes for. And screw the fact that she has literally given billions of dollars away to charity, to good causes, to pay her staff very well, all kinds of stuff. The moment they see somebody do something that they don't agree with, or maybe they aren't a part of, now they want to criticize.
Well, here's where I'll disagree with you.
Okay.
She introduced herself into that world, and that is the flex. So let's just say you're president and you're like, this is my kid. Not in politics, whatever. They're off limits. No guns at them, right? But then you leverage your kid and start using them in campaign ads or using them to get elected. They're freaking fair game. So once you start playing there, like I'll agree with you. I think everybody goes through this, Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, Taylor Swift, they're darlings and then they hit a level of success and then people are just gunning for them. And that's just all envy across the board. But I think once the football players starts getting into politics and they start getting inundated with the hatred from politics, you brought that on yourself. Stay the shit out of it. If you're a singer, freaking sing. If you're a football player, freaking play football. Stay out of the parts where you don't want to get the negative sides of it. Again, we embrace and we invite the positive sides of where we introduce ourselves, but then we get super offended when the negative side comes, and that's bullshit. It's what you purchase.
How do you feel about Taylor Swift's carbon footprint with her private jet?
It depends. If she is this, if she's this advocate for the environment and she is creating a contradiction between what she does and what she says to do, then fair game. Like, I've never heard her...
I would say if she never mentioned it.
Yeah, she's not playing in that department. So, I mean, I could care less. It's only fun when somebody says something and then does the other thing, right?
Yeah.
And pointing that out is great fodder. But I've never heard her make an environmental statement at all. Have you? I think the fact that she's a leftie just kind of puts her into the camp where she must be environmentalist. But I've never heard her say anything. So,
but is she a lefty?
I think she's a lefty, yeah.
Why? Because she supported Kamala Harris.
For sure.
But does anyone who support someone make them that side?
She went to a Montessori school. She's an artist. She supported the Democrat candidate. She's not ever done anything on the libertarian and conservative side, so it's a pretty fair guess that says she's a lefty.
You know a lot more about Taylor Swift than I thought you would.
Yeah.
How do you know what kind of school she went to?
Well, my kid went to a Montessori, and they prop her up as the icon for Montessori education.
They do?
She's a famous Montessori kid, yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Lots of lefties come out of the Montessori system, I'll tell you that. So I don't know. I mean, it's Googleable. I'm sure.
Googleable.
It's Googleable.
Everything is Googleable.
Yes. Is Taylor
Because they can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Nope. A lefty. I'll even use lefty.
Right-handed? We did not specify.
Google
she is right-handed.
Characterized as a liberal, Swift is pro-choice, an advocate of gender equality, LGBT rights, and gun control, and a vocal critic of racism, white supremacy, sexism. She's a lefty.
What's the source of that? Just curious.
Wikipedia.
Uh-huh. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I would personally think those things too. My point being finding things on the internet, believing they're true, having not actually heard the person say something.
It's a pretty good guess that she is a lefty, okay? Until it's indicated.
A Swifty lefty.
Until it's indicated, everything, 90% is lefty and 10% is unknown. I'm going with lefty until she comes out with some kind of conservative something.
But to your point, though, you would say it's not necessarily bad to be a lefty, only if you are complaining about things that then you yourself do.
Yeah.
hypocritical.
Hypocritical, yeah. Yeah, because we love that. Like, the internet loves that as well, to,
Gosh, yeah.
dig through those... where you've not been able to come true on your values that you state publicly and hold other people accountable to them. We like people to live their principles, and then if you advocate for them, you have to be a model of those principles.
Yeah.
And when you're not, we gang tackle you.
Like, I don't care who you are, you should suffer the consequences if
Yeah,
you
for
break
sure.
the law.
Yeah.
That's a good example.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when someone doesn't have to do that,
Rage against the machine.
yeah.
Gotta rage.
Gotta rage.